Karnataka government notification mandating Urdu as a must-know language for candidates applying for the post of Anganwadi teachers in Mudigere town in Chikmagalur district has triggered a massive controversy. BJP and pro-Kannada groups are accusing the Congress government in Karnataka of trying to impose Urdu because of its appeasement politics. BJP MP Tejasvi Surya has even written to Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and has called for the immediate withdrawal of this order. In his letter, he calls this an attempt by the state government to impose Urdu on Kannadigas. He also says that this is akin to a Tipu and Hyder Ali-like Farman, which is an attack on the Kannadiga identity. Not just the BJP, but pro-Kannada groups have also raised objections and sought withdrawal of the notification.
मुगल सुल्तान निज़ाम करते थे, वही काम आज कांग्रेस की सरकार जब कर्नाटका में आई है वो करने लगी है और तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति में ऐसे लीन हो चुकी है कि कन्नड़ विरोधी इनके जो हथकंडे हैं उसके प्रतिदिन आपको एक न एक परिचायक मिलते हैं। अब जो नया कदम लिया है कि वो उर्दू को प्रमोट करना चाहते हैं और कन्नड़ को नहीं, ये दिखाता है कि कन्नड़ विरोधी सोच भी है और तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति के लिए किस हद तक जा सकते हैं।
निजाम का प्रेतात्मा कांग्रेस के अंदर घुस गया है, घुस करके निजाम का काम कांग्रेस कर रहा है। आज कांग्रेस पार्टी टिप्पू का सपना साकार करने के लिए कोशिश कर रहा है, निजाम का सपना साकार करने के लिए कोशिश कर रहा है। ये कन्नड़ विरोधी लोग हैं।
The state government notification makes it mandatory for applicants to be proficient in Urdu apart from knowing Kannada. The reasoning behind the notification was that in Mudigere town in Chikmagalur, the minority population is over 25%, and facing pressure from BJP and pro-Kannada groups, the state government has clarified that this order was first implemented by the BJP when it was in power in Karnataka. Cabinet Minister Lakshmi Hebbalkar has reminded the BJP of its 2022 circular, which states the exact same rule, mandating knowledge of Urdu as a criteria for Anganwadi workers in Mudigere.
Ma'am, BJP is saying that they want to bring Nizam rule. How do you like to respond to that, ma'am?
It is the rules made by BJP government only. It is not by again the new from a Congress government. In every single this one they want to find something loophole and they want to just they are doing a machist work. You know that how they are utilizing the single incident also. But my BJP friends have been forgotten that this amendment, this rules has been what I can say that bring by BJP previous government only.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining us for more on the story, we have with us Ratan Sharda, author. We have Syed Aslam Pasha, political analyst, joining us. Syed Aslam Pasha, you would have heard the reactions coming in. BJP MP from Bengaluru South, Tejasvi Surya says that it is akin to what happened during the rule of Tipu Sultan and Hyder Ali. Your response to those comments coming in?
No, so Madhav, I just want to tell Mr. Tejasvi Surya that the BJP doesn't leave any stone unturned to convert any issue into a communal issue. Right. So when the circular was brought in by BJP, I don't understand. You can understand the level of hypocrisy the BJP has. I mean, on what grounds are they saying that this is, something to appease the Muslims? Is there anything which they can think beyond, talking about Muslims? I don't think any BJP leader in India would not get sleep if they don't talk about Muslims. Do they have anything to speak about other than Hindu and Muslim? Right? It's a circular which was brought in by the BJP, and today they're questioning the same thing. You can understand the level of hypocrisy the BJP has got.
Okay. Radhika Khera, it's a circular from the BJP regime. Is hypocrisy on the BJP's part to question this? Please respond to Mr. Pasha.
Now they will say everything is done by the BJP. But what we are seeing is a classic example of Muslim appeasement by the Indian National Congress. And it's sad and if you are saying that it is done by the BJP, what stopped them from overruling it? The government is theirs today. They could have said, no, this is wrong. They should have exposed us earlier only and said, look, this is what the BJP wanted, but this is not what we are going to do. But no, you did not do that. You have made it mandatory for them to talk in Urdu. Why are you doing this? Because of your vote bank politics, because because this is a certain vote bank which will vote for you. But because of your vote bank appeasement, you are ignoring the entire culture, the entire language, the entire traditions of Karnataka. You don't care about whether the children and the people should, be promoting their language, learning and be proud of Kannada. But you have a problem with that. You have a problem.
Don't forget that you are the ones.
Talking, sir.
One by one, yeah. One by one, yeah.
To listen to me. I did not interrupt. Kindly do not interrupt when I'm talking. Kindly don't do that.
Continue, Radhika. Continue.
Let me
Make your point.
back to this. Now, this again, I will say this is only reeking. This is only reeking of vote bank politics, and it's sad. And I will repeat myself once again. If it was the BJP who had bought this, the Congress should have exposed us and overruled the order. But they did not. This shows their mansha. This shows what they want. This shows that they only are aiming at one vote.
Okay. Let me bring in Tehseen now on this. Tehseen, the question being posed by the BJP, of course, is that it is some kind of appeasement, vote bank politics, etc. But in the past, we have seen Chief Minister Siddaramaiah very strongly react to Amit Shah, saying that, they will not allow Hindi to be imposed. It's not India's national language, so on and so forth. The question that then arises, then why is there this push for Urdu now?
He's right. Hindi is not being imposed in Karnataka, so the Chief Minister is standing by his words. Neither is Urdu being imposed. Kannada is being imposed.
Karnataka Rakshana Vedike and Kannada groups, up in arms.
Kannada is being imposed. But to teach Kannada, you have to, whatever medium the student is learning in, that is the medium you have to teach. And now this rule, none of us is disputing this 2022 when the BJP was in government. How did this rule came about? Because there was a committee that set up that said most least enrollments were in these areas and these kids had to be brought into the Kannada culture. Therefore, from Urdu is compulsory because they speak in Urdu and teach them Kannada. Does it say Kannada is not required? It says Kannada. If I have to teach you English, Madhav, say, or you have to teach me English and I don't know English, say I know Hindi, you will teach me English and Hindi, right? So you will teach them in the language. It's Kannada being imposed. And the rule brought in by the BJP. BJP is so anti-Muslim. Why did they bring in this rule now? What did Tejasvi Surya say? Oh, Tipu rule is coming back. You notice, gentlemen? He's Yedurappa ji, celebrating Tipu Jayanti. I'll show you Khattar ji also, Jagdish Khattar ji also celebrating Tipu Jayanti. BJP kare to chamatkar, koi aur kare to gunegar. Aap karo to badhiya, koi aur kare to Muslim tushtikar. Fact is, Kannada has to be taught. Kannada is being taught, but how will I teach Kannada? I have to teach in some language. Same in others. There are other areas also. For example, there's an area where Tamil students are high. The Tamil is compulsory in Anganwadi. Tamil and Kannada, so you can teach. How will you teach in a medium? Can the BJP tell us? They come up with any harebrained idea to make it Hindu. Pasha is right. You have to make it Hindu-Muslim. Uske bina inko raat ko neend nahi aati.
Okay, it's a deliberate attempt to communalize, polarize, etc. Ratan Sharda, that this is of course required to teach a language. If you don't teach or have knowledge of the basic language that those students are speaking, then how will you teach them? And that's what the Anganwadi workers who also develop as teachers need. And also the point being cited over here is that government officials have come out with their clarification, and their clarification that say these are areas with 25% minority population that are entitled to these special considerations, and it has been done as per the extant rules. Please respond to that, Ratan Sharda.
I am surprised, not surprised actually, the cynical response of the politicians on this issue. Let me just put some figures here. Population of Karnataka 6.7 crores, population of Muslims 78 lakhs. Out of which only 26 lakh Muslims speak Urdu. Okay, just 26 lakhs out of 78 lakhs. So when you say that teacher must know Urdu to be part of the teaching community in Anganwadi, you are depriving 87% of Karnataka knowing people the job. You are also discriminating against your own Kannada speaking population, and 52% lakh Muslims who don't speak Urdu. So this particular we have 66,000 Anganwadis, Today, there are 53,000 employees, which means less than the actual Anganwadis, of which you have monopolized a particular job in the name of Urdu language to a particular segment of the population, which is hardly 1 or 2% of the population, not even 13% of what the population is. So it is not Hindu-Muslim. It's question of a state where Karnataka Rakshan Vedike has been demonstrating, removing boards, burning boards, destroying boards, trying to improve Karnataka presence in Karnataka. I would actually say that this entire approach of opposing your own languages everywhere and then saying that, okay, Urdu is better language for others to learn, but we will not on Karnataka. So this is the present situation of employment and the percent of population and all this. You can keep on shouting, BJP ne kiya tha, Congress ne kiya. That is not the issue. And when you say the teacher must know Urdu language, you are reducing the employment opportunity of 57% Karnataka speaking people and 52 lakh Muslim speakers. It is not Hindu-Muslim. It is totally cynical. You are identifying Urdu with Muslims. If BJP is doing that is also wrong. Urdu is not Muslim language. We have converted this into Muslim language since the time of partition. And you're following the same pattern. So when you say that BJP did in one district, you are going to do it in 4 districts, but does the order say it is not across Karnataka? I don't know.
All right. So I think that's a very interesting statistic, though, and I want Syed Aslam Pasha to respond to that, because Syed Aslam Pasha, it is an interesting fact pointed out by Ratan Sharda that perhaps only a third of Muslims of Karnataka actually speak in Urdu. So to directly link that with a particular community is wrong. And he says that why even bring out such a rule? Please respond to the point that he has raised.
So Ratan Sharda ji, thank you for enlightening us with the data. But I would want to tell you that the who are the people, who are the tiny toddlers who are going to Anganawadi, of which community, especially in Chikmagalur and Mudugere. I would want you to see that, first of all. And if the tiny toddlers are going to Anganawadi, what language would they know? So, for example, your kids would know Hindi, okay? If the medium of instruction, at least in the kindergarten or when they go to Anganawadi, has to be Hindi for you. Similarly, the Muslim kids who are going to Anganawadi here have to be taught in Urdu. That's when they will learn Kannada. I am a proud Kannadiga and I'm proud of Kannada, right? You are the ones, your party was the one who was trying to impose Hindi on us.
It's not
Just
my party.
in the previous
whether BJP, Congress, I don't give a damn.
Do not tell us. Do not tell.
Don't try to see Radha is there for BJP. I am not here for BJP.
Please understand the logic, sir. Allow me to complete.
No, I am
Allow me to complete, sir. My only logic.
Okay, one second. Okay, Mr. Pasha. Okay, Mr. Sharda, I'm allowing Mr. Pasha to conclude, then you can respond to him. Yeah, conclude your point, please, Mr. Pasha.
So my only logic here is when the toddlers are going to the school, right, or Anganawadi, they should be taught in the medium of instruction.
They should be taught in the mother tongue. That's your logic in a nutshell. Let Mr. Sharda respond to you now. Mr. Sharda.
I have yet to see an English language school which has teachers who must speak Hindi. Your children are made to learn English from the day one, and then even parents are asked to learn English rather than students being taught in Hindi. So this particular logic doesn't work here. And my simple request is, Ramadha, please read out the order, whether it's for a specific district or specific Anganwadis, but it's a general order. That will clarify the entire situation. Yeah, there
are 2 districts, Mudugere and Chikmagalur, that are covered in this from what I have seen. And in fact, that's another question that arises because, Tehseen, what about the fact, and this is a point being also made, that what if the fact that you are excluding a significant chunk of people from actually getting these Anganwadi jobs? That is about maybe 60 to 70% of the population in these districts. That's also a concern that has been expressed. Is that valid?
First of all, I want to thank Ratan Sharda ji. He's absolutely right. Urdu is not a Muslim language. By no means is it a Muslim language. It's an Indian language, and that's fine. Let's not attribute it to one community. Now, number 2, this rule is, as you rightly pointed out, in 2 districts. There is a further part to this rule. So there are districts in Karnataka that bought Tamil Nadu. There the 2 languages, Kannada and Tamil. Because it's the cluster of the language. It's not a cluster of religion. It's the cluster of the language that is being spoken there. So there will be Tamil and Kannada. There it will be Kannada and Urdu. Somewhere else it will be Kannada and say English. I'm just hypothetically speaking. That's how these rules have been framed. What was the idea behind these rules? The idea was to get more toddlers into Anganwadi, thereby enabling education and nutrition because of the midday meal, thereby enabling them to grow in education. That was the motive behind this. all the BJP is trying to do,
Okay.
except for Ratanji. Ratanji is Hindu-Muslim. Why is it Hindu-Muslim? If somebody is from bordering Kerala, so it'll be Malayalam and Kannada. That is the idea behind
Okay, let me get in Radhika on that point. Radhika, Karnataka is of course a state where many languages are spoken, Konkani, Tulu, Beri, there are several languages, apart from of course perhaps populations in the border areas where they may speak language which is spoken in the other side of the border. The larger question that Tehseen is making is that it is for protection of those linguistic minorities. Please respond to him. Is he right, factually?
First of all, I'd like to clarify over here what is being said by the Congress party and what is being said by some people over here, that it is the Bharatiya Janata Party who made this order mandatory during their tenure. I have all the documents here with me which were taken out during our tenure, and the Bharatiya Janata Party did not make it mandatory during our tenure. So first, this is something which is a lie that is being spread by the Congress party and the India Alliance people and their supporters to defame the Bharatiya Janata Party.
The order didn't come out in 2022?
It was not done by us. There was no order which mentioned this, that it was compulsory. I have all the orders in front of me, and it does not mention that Urdu is compulsory.
Okay. So you're saying the orders came out, but they were not compulsory. I don't know which orders the Congress
party is talking about or the people over here are talking about. There is nothing that says, I'll send the orders to you. They are easily available online. Nowhere does it say that Urdu is compulsory. It's not mentioned. It has mentioned about other things that are required, and that how they have highlighted that widows, divorcees, abandoned women, victims of natural calamities, women from extremely backward classes, SC, ST, would be given special consideration.
Okay.
That they should, and there are other things that they have said about recruitment, and nowhere is it mentioned in those orders that Urdu should be made, that Urdu is compulsory. So
all right. So perhaps you haven't heard the last word yet on this controversy, and in fact, I'd just like to clarify, in Mudigere, it's a town as well as a taluk in Chikmagalur district where this particular order has been passed, and in fact, during the 2022 order, the reservation on population basis, it says for the post of Anganwadi worker and helper in the Anganwadi centers of an area having 25% minority community population, candidates who know Kannada language along with the respective minority community language should be selected for the post of worker assistant. What really the interpretation of this? Perhaps the jury is yet out. Multiple interpretations coming in on the show right now, but we'll have to leave it there because we're completely out of time. Radhika Kera, Ratan Sharda, Tehseen Poonawala, Saeed Aslam Pasha, thanks so much for joining us this evening.